Coming from an academic background and family, we used to valorize degrees and science too much. So in my hometown, it was not only a bad thing to be called nerd, but it was also a privilege. They were using you as a needle to just stick to the other children's and relatives. Look at Roham. Look how successful he is. Look how good he's doing at school and all those things. And of course, just like how complicated the field which I'm studying looks like, molecular biology and genetics, oh my God, still feels good. It's complex. Nobody can understand anything of it, so it gives me pleasure. I would like to address that there is a great deal of pleasure behind knowing something. So this knowledge, which we accumulate over time during our lifespan, this is going to please us unconsciously and consciously in different moments of life. So I was a primary school student, very good one. So they didn't kill the light, let's say. They tried to test our cognitive abilities rather than memory only, to just study and memorize. So I didn't know anything at the beginnings and went to the school. Started learning some things and frameworks and books and structures and ended up with a very big contradiction because to me, I was like, seems like they figured everything out, right? I believe you do still remember your biology and math books. Everything seems to figure out. There is no possibility of something unknown. Basically, how we are being conditioned during the first 10, 12 years of our studies, we are conditioned to be knowing everything. This is why when we move out from that enclosed society and we come into the general public, we think like we should be knowing everything. We should be figuring everything out already. This, in my opinion, is giving rise to a big contradiction because the whole, in my opinion, word of known is contradictive. Until there are opposing ideas in the circle of our knowledge, no matter how big it is becoming nowadays with this explosion of information, we are still not knowing anything. That's the fact. Now, of course, this AI is now here and is going to bring so many interconnections. So we have an explosion of data, and on the other hand, AI is here to interconnect it. Of course, this is going to expand so many things, and this is going to have so many advantages and so many conspiracies around, but let's be honest. Again, it is using whatever is in the circle of our knowledge, right? Again, it is interconnecting what we have experimented with our cognition processed, and of course, with five sensory information to receive this data at the end. So I lost passion. The good student who was willing to put the time and he was the best at school and everything, he just lost passion at high school. He was not willing to put time anymore and was not willing to study anymore. And we didn't know anything again. Why is this thing happening? So I got called by the school. They called my parents and they were like, what's going on? Roham is acting like these trigonometric functions. He's keep ranging between 1 and -1. He does not settle down somewhere. What's the case? I was like, I don't know. It's just not there anymore. Everything makes me more interested than studying. I can spend 1,000 times on my computer and mobile phones not studying, just because it is not that serious anymore. You have put it a framework and you're just telling me things and I'm supposed to remember them and deliver them. But it doesn't make sense to me. What is my role then? Then I ended up migrating because society and economy was a bit lagging behind back in my home country. So many Middle Easterns can feel the same way. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have moved away from our homeland to either follow our ambitions, in my opinion, or we were just, again, didn't know anything. We just came here to see what's happening. I started, so the light were gone, but the persona will keep coming with me. I mean, I was still that good looking, best performing, A's all over the place and high honors. But again, first year of the school, after I came here and was looking for a new adventure and discovery, and again, first semester, second semester, I was like, again, I'm lost. I don't know what is this course about. He's teaching me math and he says, go do some practice. Then I'm supposed to come back and just write down whatever I memorized. It doesn't make sense anymore. Then I got the privilege to be introduced by a few lecturers who are absolutely passionate about the work, who are absolutely addressing the fact that the word of known is limited. No matter how we have discovered, And no matter how we can well interconnect it over the course of next decade, let's say, with the power of this computing technology, we are still in a circle. It is just gonna get bigger and bigger, right? So I was like, isn't it not knowing anything more interesting to me? Instead of assuming that we've discovered everything and kill this flame of your creativity over the course of your education when you're a child until you grow up, isn't it a better option to just give them the skill set they need for cognitive function? Because the rest is just memory, right? Machine can learn that much better than me, and even in a more efficient manner, because I'm a human being. I'm going through emotions, cycles. So why not leaving this job to the AI and to the computing and algorithmic power and just leave me alone? Let me leave. 8 hours, nature takes away from me. I have to sleep and recover. It remains 16 hours. Approximately, let's say 3, 4 for dining yourself and the rest of your biologic functions, right? The remaining, I really don't want to spend it on remembering someone's findings. I would like to go and explore. Because the only thing which in two very big sparks of my life, academically especially, gave me the courage and seriously empowered me to keep going was exactly the fact that we don't know anything. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm here speaking here. Again, I don't know why I'm speaking here. But I do know that our knowledge is fractional. You are not the center of the universe, and it's not me, and it's not you. It's all of us. It's the human consciousness which is keep developing and going on. There is a highly competitive molecule in us. It is called DNA. It is a nucleic acid. And it is highly competitive. It is going to pass on to the next generation if you're a successful human being and nature selects you, of course. I would like to point out, I would like to be the spark that, for God's sake, do not assume you know everything. Do not read in a way you know everything, because this is going to enclose any kind of room for discovery. And of course, at the end, I ended up doing these complex things to just understand I know nothing, and I have to keep going, to keep knowing nothing, and to just remove this circle. I'm supposed to change my conditioning. I have been inevitably conditioned by my education system that we figured everything out. But I didn't figure it out. A 7-year-old boy younger than me didn't figure it out. My supervisor didn't figure this out. My full professors didn't figure this out. They are still ongoing with challenges and contradictions and sorrows and pain and pleasure and all those emotions which we all feel at the same time. So what a better spark than just we know nothing. Thank you so much for attending to my course.